Namagacharya Padayane, Kripapadayane, Gaurakata Damadaya, Nagaragram, Tarine Namo, Vishnu Padaya, Krishnapakshayamurti, Srimati Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Kinamine, Namaste, Saraswati Devi, Gauramani, Pracharine, Nirvishesha, Shunyavadi, Paschatya Deshakarine, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Before we proceed, of course, I welcome all of you on behalf of ISKCON Mangaluru Temple. Would anyone like to tell the Mangalacharan tomorrow? I will share the screen also. It is there in our screen. So you can tell me. If you want to tell Mangalacharan, we can have, what do you call that? We can have a practice also tomorrow. Don't worry. If at all you want to. Anybody? If anybody wants to tell Mangalacharan, you can. It's in the beginning. So, here. And it is in the Bhagavad Gita book also. As it is book in the beginning, introduction. It is there. So anyone wants to tell Mangalacharan tomorrow, you can come forward. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Tomorrow, oh, so many, okay. So tomorrow, Acha Mataji, and day after, Ritvika Mataji. Okay, is it okay? Then followed by Lakshman Prabhu. Lakshman Prabhu regularly attends 8 a.m. Bhagavatam class, right, Lakshman Prabhu? I see you every day in Namanisha Prabhu's class. Correct?
Hare Krishna Mataji, right, Mataji?
Yeah. Hare Krishna. I think you shared something also 1 or 2 days before, is it?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Nice, Prabhuji. Because last 1 week we were having this Narsimha prayer, etc. Very nice. That's wonderful. So Asha Mataji, Ritvika Mataji, and Lakshman Prabhu. Anyone, every day we all can come forward and do the Mangalacharan. Hare Krishna. Very warm welcome to everybody. After, like yesterday's Narasimha Chaturthi, I hope you all would have meditated upon Narasimha Prahlad Maharaj, in fact. More than Narasimha, Prahlad Maharaj. Because of Prahlad Maharaj, for such a small child, the Narasimha came. Also, the Lord, the Lord blesses his mercy upon a devotee who worships Vaishnavas. Is it not? So we all know. So I'm so glad to see every one of you today. Hare Krishna, all of you, or Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Nita Mataji, making you also co-host. Okay, yes, Hari Bol. Okay, where we saw 1 to 27, Sanjaya speaks. So first verse, Dhritarashtra, then 2 to 27, Sanjaya, then 28 to 46, Arjuna asked out. See, all of you done level 1, right? So I think after, foundation is very strong. If you put the foundation very strong, we can keep on building multi-story. So introduction, actually, I know one Prabhuji, when I was in Bahrain, one Prabhuji took introduction class for 12 days. 12 days he was, you can all see in this book, introduction, so many pages are there. And he took a class for 12 days. We will revisit, but if you only keep on doing introduction, you all may get little bored. So we will proceed and then we will go back. Okay? So what is it? Again, today's introduction according to the PPT. 1 to 13, that is, what happens? Duryodhana. Duryodhana, sees the army and he is going to his Acharya, his guru. Okay. Who is his guru? Dronacharya, right? So he is going to Dronacharya and he is talking something to him. So what he is going to talk, we will see. Who wants to read? Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, Mataji.
Yes, Janni Mataji. Okay, go ahead, Mataji.
Introducing preparations for war. Sanjay informs King Dhritarashtra of Duryodhana's appraisal of the relative fighting strengths of the Pandava and Kuru armies. Bhishma and the Kuru army then loudly blow their conch shells, giving Duryodhana joy. 14 to 19. On the other side, the blowing of Krishna and Arjuna's transcendental conch shells, as well as the blowing of the conch shells of the other members of the Pandava army, shatters the heart of Duryodhana. 20 to 27. Arjuna requests Krishna to draw his chariot between the two armies to observe the Kurus. Arjuna sees many relatives and well-wishers on both sides.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. How many things we can confer from all these things you see? Right? Number one, mind is very fickle. Is it not? The mind keeps on oscillating from one end to another. So, now is Duryodhana happy or sad in this? Is he joyful or he is very obsessed? First it is joyful. Duryodhana feels when they blew the conch shells, he was very happy. But immediately you see, on Pandava's side, when they blew the conch shells, totally the scenario changed for him. That shows the mind is very fickle. And one more very important thing, what kind of misery is this? Write in the chat. Duryodhana is feeling sad. What kind of misery? Why he is feeling sad? What name you will give for this misery? One name. What are the types of misery? Then you can write. King is
There are
three
three.
types of, yeah.
Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik.
Yeah. So now Duryodhana is not feeling good. He is feeling very sad. What kind of misery he is having out of the three?
It's Adi Bhautik, Mataji.
Adi Bhautik. Okay. Adi Bhautik. Okay. If it is Adi Bhautik, correct Mataji, but we will infer. If it is Adi Bhautik, the same misery should be there for everybody. Yes or no? If dengue comes, it comes for everybody. Dengue does not distinguish between male and female, rich and poor, like that. It comes for everybody. Adi Bhautik, one example. Mosquito, what else? What do you call? Malaria, etc. Like COVID came. It did not leave anybody. Isn't it? Adi Bhautik. Is there any difference? Is there anybody happy also there in the same war field? Are there people who are happy also blowing the conch shells? When the Pandavas
No.
blew the conch shell, were Pandavas happy?
No.
No?
Arjuna is not happy.
Arjuna is not happy. Very good. But others? Sanjaya also heard it. What is Sanjaya telling Dhritarashtra? That time Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra that the Pandavas' conch shell is shattering others. That means others are feeling sad. Who are those others? That is Kauravas. Okay? So, when Pandavas blew the conch shell, you're right. Arjuna does not want to fight. That comes after 27. After he tells Krishna to take the chariot to the center of Kurukshetra field. But before that, when they blew the conch shell sound shattered the whole entire atmosphere. That gave confidence to Pandavas that they are going to win. So seeing this, Sanjaya is telling Duryodhana that after Pandavas blew the conch shell, sorry, my dear Maharaj, or Guru, whoever is king, Raja, what happened? Pandavas are going to win. So Sanjay is also a little bit happy inside that Pandavas are going to win. Understood? So Sanjay expresses his doubt to Duryodhana, telling him that this conch shell sounds as if in favor of Pancha-Pandavas. Okay? So Duryodhana, along with Duryodhana, their Dhritarashtra is also feeling very sad. So more than it is almost close, very close. There is not much difference in terms of percentage between Adhyatmik and Adi Bhautik. So this misery varies from person to person. So it is more precisely, it is Adhyatmic. Duryodhana feels very sad, but at the same time, maybe Bhima. Bhima is Duryodhana's direct enemy he has got. Okay, so he feels, wow, you see, our conscience, it is giving such an uproarious sound. This is what the right word used in the translation, uproarious. Okay, so see, that also we can take, like what kind of misery people go through. Then last one, Arjuna requests to draw his chariot between two armies to observe the Kurus. So Arjuna is giving order. Arjuna is giving order to Sri Krishna to take the Ratam Stapayitva. He says, Ratam Achyuta. How he addresses Krishna in this? He addresses Krishna in the name of Achyuta. Ratam Stapayitva Achyuta. So he is telling Krishna, oh infallible one, ordering. That's what is very important. So here, Krishna is playing the role of a charioteer. So that means he is supposed to give the order. Arjuna is supposed to give the order. Hey, take it. Like that, right? Where is it? Where is it? 27. No. 20. 1 second. 15, 16, 20. This is also not directly Arjuna is telling. Arjuna is telling to Krishna, but the same thing is told by Sanjaya only to Dhritarashtra. Okay? There is a difference in another book which I am seeing. 1 second. I am very sure this Arjuna told very directly. That book is, 21 and 22. 21 and 22. 21 is Senayorubayor madhye ratam stapayat achyuta. Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Achyuta, the infallible one. Verse number 21. Senayorubayor madhye. Two senas are there. Ubayor madhye, in between the both. You take it. So here Arjuna has taken. Now Arjuna has assumed his responsibility as a charioteer. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes. Yeah, okay. Nita Mataji, your hand is up. Verse number 1, observing the armies.
Just for info, I have shared the attendance link.
Okay. You have shared the attendance link, Mataji, today?
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice. Hari Bol. Yeah, please fill in the attendance, all of you. Attendance is very, very important because, we are going to start with the Bhakti Vriksha class also. And if you really want to improve in Bhakti, association is very important. So attendance link is also an association. Right? Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Verse 1. Dhritarashtra's question to Sanjaya. What did he do? What did they do? Mataji, can we enlarge?
Yeah, I can, Mataji. 1 minute, I can. So Dhritarashtra is so anxious. Dhritarashtra, is it fine, Mataji, now?
Yes, Mataji. So I'll read this analogy first.
Okay.
Remove weeds. Removing weeds from paddy fields. Similarly, irreligious people will be wiped out in the battle.
Yesterday we discussed, you remember, Hare Krishna Mataji. Yesterday we all were seeing that the analogy, like people like Duryodhan, they all had to be removed. The bhumi, the earth was, like overburdened with people like Duryodhana. So that is the reason when the earth also complained to Devatas and they all went to Krishna. Krishna told, don't worry, I will come in the Dwapara Yuga. Anyway, I will myself come, Krishna told. So the main objective for him is to come to remove people like Duryodhana from the burden of the earth. So it is like irreligious people should be removed, same way as we remove the weeds from the paddy field. Yes, Mataji.
Dhritarashtra's fear concerns Kurukshetra Dharmashetre. where religious rituals are performed. Lord Krishna SPG was present, Vedas, place of worship. Even for heavenly people, Pandavas are righteous, become stronger, favored. Bhishma, Drona are saintly. Natural tendency not to fight, battle may not take place, cannot satisfy selfish desire to rule over the kingdom. And Dhritarashtra is fearful about influence of holy place on outcome of battle. Dhritarashtra distinguishes Pandavas from Kuru, same family, Mamaka, ignorance on body, concept of life, bodily
Hare
concept
Krishna.
of life.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. See, Dhritarashtra is not a realized person. That is why he is in his bodily concept. How we come to know this? Mamaka Pandavas Chaiva. So when he is addressing Kauravas, he is saying Mamaka, my dear children. And when he is addressing Pandavas, he is not telling my brother's children. They also belong to the same dynasty. So it shows that he is partial towards his own children. And that is one major reason for the fight, right? If we had the guts to, there's a proverb in English, no? Spare the rod, spoil the child. That is what is in Kali Yuga people are doing. They don't even, these days, children, you can't even show your hand. Like in schools also. Before the teacher tells something, only children go and complain about the teacher, so many things. And the mother immediately calls in front of the child and she scolds the teacher. And next day, the child comes and proudly shares in the class. See, yesterday, you know what happened? My mother scolded our teacher. Next time, something happening, the child is proudly saying, see, today what I'm going to do. Like that, because people spare the rod and the child is spoiled. But I remember when we were all brought up, anyway, I am very old. I don't know, you all are very young. Okay, so when we were all brought up, there was, what was happened? They used to spare the child and spoil the rod. Spoil the rod means kupartiti. They used to hit the child for any. I'm not saying we have to hit. At least the fear has to be there. Before we do any, I mean, if a child has done any mistake, then and there it is a responsibility of the parents to correct it. But these days, parents do not want to tell anything to their children in front of anybody. So that is why, you know, anybody comes home, these children, now they know very well. For some time, I can do a lot of badmashi. My parents will not scold me. Like that, they are taking undue advantage. So same way here, Dhritarashtra did not try even to correct Duryodhana whenever he was wrong. Duryodhana had been, yesterday we saw that no, Duryodhana cannot find a single person who was better than Duryodhana. So he said, I was the best. I could not see a better person than me. Same reverse happened with Yudhishthira. He could not find a worse person than him. Because for him, he was the worst person. Okay. And one more thing. See here, Lord Krishna, see, Kurukshetra, yesterday only we saw again. Kurukshetra means that place is known for religious performances. Their pious activities only will take place. So automatically it is revealed that in the Dharma Kshetra, whatever war is fought, people who are religious, people who are pious, people who perform what is meant by religious, performing the activities according to the Vedas, they will only win. Okay, so Dhritarashtra had already doubt. He knows about his children very well. So he knows, secondly, that story all of us know, correct? When before the war started, how Krishna went to Pandava's side. Arjuna and Duryodhana both went to take help from Krishna, and Duryodhana sat above the head and Arjuna sat near the feet. So obviously Krishna saw him first and he asked, do you want my 11 Akshonis? 11 Akshonis Krishna had. So he gave two options. Do you want my Akshonis or do you want me? And if you select me, I'll be Nirayudapani. That means I will not touch any weapon. And for Arjuna, who else? Arjuna Sakacheti, right? Arjuna wanted Krishna only. And Duryodhana was relieved. First he was getting agitated. Why this Krishna is asking him first? I came first and all, he told. But Arjuna told, no, he's your Anuja, right? Agraja, Anuja. Anuja is younger brother. He's your younger brother. Always we give importance to the younger brother, no? So don't worry. I'll give him first chance. Then his heart was beating like anything at the rate of, highest. His ECG was going up and down, turbulent. Okay, like a roller coaster. When we go, it will be like that. And Arjuna, Krishna also knows this. Arjuna selected Krishna for his side. That is another reason Krishna is the charioteer, because he is not going to touch any weapon. So Krishna is a charioteer, and Arjuna is giving now instruction to Krishna. Krishna, you take this Ratha, chariot. Okay. So that's a natural tendency not to fight. Battle may not take place. Who is thinking like that? All. Duryodhana. Why Duryodhana is asking Sanjaya, what is happening there? Last resort, we tell, no, one doubt still is there in Dhritarashtra's mind. At the end also, if Arjuna says, I will not fight, and this war may get cancelled, like that he is thinking. Who? Dhritarashtra. Okay. And Dhritarashtra's partiality also we have seen. Here one thing is given. Supreme Personality of Godhead was present. Okay. Vedas, place of worship. Even heavenly people. Why is it given? Vedas are worshipped by even Brahma. Brahma got the Veda first from Krishna. After that, we started giving to others. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye. The Supreme Personality of Godhead went into Brahma's heart and he spoke the Vedas into his heart. Brahma was meditating upon that. For thousands of years, he meditated and then he could understand. Even after understanding also, Muhyanti Yaha Suryaha. Surya is Suras. Suras means Devatas. Muhyanti, even they get bewildered. How? Indra got bewildered. When Krishna told no need to do the yajna for Indra to please him. It is his duty, he has to give the rain. If he does not, he is falling down from his duty. Same way, Brahma. That Brahma Vimohan Leela, you remember? He got doubt in Krishna. How he can be Supreme Personality of Godhead? He is drinking that buttermilk from Subala's mouth only. So he can't be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He got bewildered. Muhyanti Yaka Suryaha. Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye. Muhyanti Yak Suryaha. Okay. First chapter, first canto, first verse. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes. Who wants to read now? Observing the armies on the battlefield. Anybody else? Wait, Mataji, 1 second. Sushmita Mataji. Janani Mataji, I'll come back to you. Yes.
The key points, no, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Key points. Dhritarashtra's question to Sanjaya, what did they do? How to understand Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Dhritarashtra's fear and concerns regarding Dharma Kshetra, Dhritarashtra distinguishes Pandava from Kurus. Then verse 2, Duryodhana approaches Dronacharya. Duryodhana approaches Dronacharya after accessing military formation of the Pandavas. Duryodhana addressed as king to encourage despondent King Dhritarashtra. Though Duryodhana is king, still he has to approach commander-in-chief for advice.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. See here, this we have already seen. He is partial, right? And Dhritarashtra's fear concerns, because we have seen why Kurukshetra, number 1, conch shells. The conch shells sound already. There are 9 reasons why Pandavas will win. We have already learnt in our level 1, right? But we will see in detail. Verse, according to the verses, we will see. There we saw in one slide only all the 9 reasons. Now, how to understand Srimad Bhagavad Gita? This we saw on the first day. Very first day, we saw few points. Can anyone of you tell me 1 or 2 points? How to understand Srimad Bhagavad Gita? Hare Krishna. It's nothing but how to hear. We saw so many slides for hearing, right? The qualities of the hearer, the qualities of a speaker, preacher. What are the qualities for a learner?
Humble, and we should learn through a bona fide spiritual master,
Yes.
and we should be humble,
Mm.
and we should focus on one
Yes.
one
Hari.
point.
Yes. Yes, Mataji. Hare
And
Krishna. One pointedness. Vyavasayatmika buddhi. And we should hear from the bona fide spiritual master. Very, very important. Who is the Adi Guru? Actually, Adi Guru is Balram, Adi Shesha. But he is the first expansion. So Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the Adi Guru. Okay? So he is telling this. So there is no doubt at all. But disciplic succession, all of you know. Krishna gave this scriptures into the hearts of Brahma. Then Brahma gave it to Narada. Narada gave it to Vyasadeva. Then Vyasadeva, line by line, Srimad Bhagavatam means it came through Parikshit Maharaj. Otherwise, the Vedas, it was given by the sage Narad. And all other great sages, here only we saw in the previous, you remember, all the great sages also read the Vedas. Yeah, place of worship, even for heavenly people. So Indra, Chandra, Varuna, all devatas, 33 crore devatas, they also read the Vedas. So it has to be understood in the right as it is. How Arjuna has understood. No interpretation on our own. This might have, this means this, nothing. How Arjuna understood and in what mood Krishna spoke. We all have to understand Bhagavad Gita in the same mood. That is why we should read Srila Prabhupada's book. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Who else wants to read? Anybody else's hand?
Can I read, Mataji?
Read, Mataji, read.
Duryodhana approaches Dronacharya after assessing military formation of the Pandavas. Duryodhana addressed as king to encourage despondent King Dhritarashtra. Though Duryodhana is king, still he has to approach commander-in-chief for advice. Fear. Duryodhana is the expert politician, diplomat, opposing General Drishtadyumna is called by here referred to as son of Drupada, his enemy. By calling Drishtadyumna as son of Drupada, his enemy, provoking Drona, Drishtadyumna was trained by Dronacharya. See the result of his training, pointed his mistake. Drishtadyumna is always disciple of Dronacharya. So being guru is always an expert. Similarly, Pandavas are also trained by Dronacharya. He should not be lenient in fighting.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yeah, there is a back end story in this. So now what happens after seeing the army, everything? Now Duryodhana is approaching Dronacharya because Dronacharya is the chief over there in Kaurava's army, and Drishtadyumna is the chief in Pandava's army. So now Duryodhana is going. Still, whatever is done and said and done, like Bhishma is also the Bhishma Pidama is the chief over here, but being the king, Duryodhana also plays a very vital role. But here on Kaurava's side, Bhishma is taking care of this army arrangement. Now, what happened when Duryodhana went to Dronacharya? Do anyone of you know this story? What is the enmity between Drupada and Dronacharya? Drupada is the king of Draupadi. Yes, Mataji. Go ahead.
Draupadi's father has insulted Dronacharya, and then later Dronacharya also insulted Draupadi's father. So that's why they has enmity between his son and Dronacharya.
Correct.
Because
Very good.
he done yagna for
Mm.
having son. So
Mm.
the Draupadi and Draupadi's brother has come from yagna. So he wants to kill Dronacharya.
Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare
See,
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. See, once upon a time, when they were all going to Gurukul, Dronacharya and Drupada. Drupada is the king of Draupada region. Draupada Naresh, he is. And both of them were studying in the same Gurukul. At that time, Drupada told Dronacharya, like this is, I will inherit the kingdom. I'll become the king of Drupada, that Rajya. He told, so whenever you want something, you can come to me. I'll be the king, I'll take care of you, like that he told. So now here, after some time, years passed, Dronacharya wanted one favor. Actually, Dronacharya is like, these Brahmins and all, they will not be able to earn that much because their only job is to Patanam and Patanam. Patanam here doesn't mean that we charge a lot of amount we teach, not that. It is all free of cost. Acharyas used to teach the scriptures totally free of cost. So Drupada used to, hand to mouth he was living. He was not able to earn much. So his wife only told, once he had shared with me that Drupada Naresh told you to come when he becomes a Naresh. Naresh means Maharaj. So why don't you go and ask him? Like Kuchela's wife told, Sudama. So his wife also told, why don't you go and ask this Dwarkadish, Krishna is your friend, go and ask. And we all know, Sudama did not ask, but still what happened, we all know. So similarly here his wife said, okay. So Dronacharya went. And he went directly into the kingdom because he was very confident his king has told this like that. So he will never forget it. So with that confidence, he royally walked into the kingdom. This Drupada was so perplexed. What is this? Who is coming like this, so shabbily dressed? And all the ministers were sitting in that Rajya Sabha. He felt so insulted. He asked him directly, who are you? Why have you come like this in this shabbily dress? He told, you don't remember me? I'm your friend Dronacharya. He said, what? My friend? My foot. This is what he said. No. You can't be my friend. Have you seen your shakal? How you are looking and you are, we say, no, bade aage Raja se dosti karne, like that and all, he was talking. Whoever sees these pauper people come and trouble kings like this so that they can, they can snatch even the kingdom one day, like that and all, he scolded so much. And he was so insulted, Dronacharya. He came back. And after that, only the Kauravas and the Pandavas, they all went to him for learning all the tactics of, that war. So that time, after everything is over, he told the Kauravas, they asked for Guru Dakshina. He said, oh, you want Guru Dakshina? Go and get the Drupada Naresh. Drag him and bring him. They went, Kauravas, 100 people. As usual, they got defeated and came. And then he told Panchavandavas, only Arjuna went. And he defeated him and he dragged Draupada and he brought. And that time, he was so happy, Dronacharya. And that time, Dronacharya tells, of course, he leaves him. He is not troubling him, he is not torturing him and all. He leaves, but he wanted to teach him a lesson. See, you said you are the king, and you see now I am the king, you are my slave. See, he has brought my Shishya has brought you. You are my slave. But still, he had a big heart and he gave the kingdom back to him and he went. But he told at that time, like nobody can kill me. Dronacharya told, nobody can kill me. We people are the saints. Nobody will be able to kill me like that. So this Draupada went back and it was echoing at the back of his mind, echoing like that. So he thought, I must do something to kill Dronacharya. You see, the enmity, where it's, this is where, I'll tell you one thing. It's a beautiful, what do you call that? YouTube lesson by that Vishakhapatnam Mataji, Nitai Sevini Mataji. She gives 4 principles for happy life. Hear without defending. Live without pretending. Okay, these two only I'll say. What is necessary now I'll say. Here without defending. See, if someone we know very well, if someone is praising me, I will at the outset and say, no, Mataji, not like that, Mataji, and all I may say. But at the back of my mind, I may be very happy that she is praising me. But at the same time, the same person has started talking ill about your son, say for example. Immediately we pounce. How dare you are to tell about my son like this? Why? Because we don't have the ability to hear fully. We don't have the ability to hear without defending ourselves. Before she completes only, we have to tell, no, 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 my son is never like that. My son will never do like that. Like that we start defend. We start defending ourselves. So this defendance quality does not let people to come to us to tell us about our own problems. For that, we need to have a big heart to hear. So that is why we say, no, if you want to improve, we have to call our enemy. उनको पूरा आरती करके we have to call them, invite them inside. उनको बहुत बड़ा आसन देके we have to make them seated. उनको चाय पानी सब देके. In fact, we have to feed them Vaishnava Bhojan. A lot means. So people, what they want to hear, their mind is very clear. Beyond that, they do not want to hear anything. That is why we say it is like hear without defending. Somebody start telling something, all was going good, good, good. When they were all discussing about me, good in the Sabha. The moment they start something, one negative also, against so many odds against, even we say, no, against so many prices, that one, what do you call that, imprice, one defame word about ourselves, we cannot hear. Immediately we pounce on that person. That is a very, 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 very wrong trait. Nobody should have that. See, otherwise, how will we come to know that what are all wrong with me? So that is why what should we do? We should call our enemy with nicely, for prasadam, invite them, and we have to make them, they are comfortably seated, give them asana, etc. Then we have to slowly and gradually ask them anything bad about us. First, they may not say because they need to have bhojanam. But slowly and gradually, they will start sharing. That is for our improvement. If we hear to that very regularly and carefully, we will pave the path for our promotion in bhakti. So that is what is listening without defending. We have to listen without defending. Somebody, Mataji, yesterday is your prasadam, that's all they have so told. We will immediately tell, Mataji, you know something? Yesterday, I had to cook prasadam. Suddenly, Mataji called me and she told me I need to make prasadam and bring it to the temple. You know what happened? My Prabhuji came like that. They have not even asked, they have not even revealed about the prasadam anything. The moment they started, yesterday, no Mataji, in the prasadam, like that. Who knows, prasadam was very delicious. They may be saying, Mataji, prasadam was getting over very fast. People were honoring like anything, like that. It can be for that also, but we don't have that patience. We don't have that hearing ability. So that is known as hearing without defending. Okay, there are 4 formulas Mataji gives. Hearing without defending, and what is that? Speaking without offending. When we speak, not a single word should be harsh. It should not come. And live without pretending. Many people, like whether they have it or not, they have to show it to the whole world that they have it. Like, so these things are not good for progression in bhakti. So what is that? Okay. So, who is that? Duryodhan. Duryodhan could not bear this conscience, were giving a notion that if the Pandavas are going to win. Okay, so immediately Duryodhan went to Dronacharya. And why I was telling this is, when the king was blaspheming Dronacharya, he's such a great saint, he should have left it. No, hearing is not there. Because we predetermine what I want to hear. I'm sincerely telling you, whenever there is a small clash or fight takes place, we know very well in our mind what we want to hear. So the other person talking anything nonsensical, not only that, anything against, vipareet of what we are thinking I want to hear. The moment we hear something against us, immediately there only we start. Is it not? So we don't have the ability to hear without pretending. So we have to hereafter hear without pretending. Similarly, many things, speak without offending. When we talk out to others, there are words like, you throw one word, you feel that the arrow came and hit you like that. Very, very sharp in their word selection like that. Okay. So Duryodhana went to Dronacharya and he told, "Oh Dronacharya, you know what is happening?" He saw the army and then he is going. So what was happening there? The Shankanada was telling that Pandavas are going to win. Kauravas are going to lose the battle. Okay, so he is going now. And by calling Drishtadumna, son of Drupada, his enemy, provoking Drona, he is shaking Dronacharya. Dronacharya was in meditation. Oh, Dronacharya, wake up, wake up, wake up. He woke him up in the sense Dronacharya had to come out of his, he was doing, what do you call that? Asan, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. He was in samadhi, meditating upon the lotus feet, Lord's lotus feet. But what happened? He's going and telling, "Oh Dronacharya, you know who is your enemy here? Go and see how nicely he has arranged the armies. Who had taught him? You knowing very, very well." As Mataji told, and like this fight was going on. So Drupad arranged for a big yajna. In that yajna, he was praying the devatas that I want a son who can kill Dronacharya. See, nobody has the ability to hear and leave it. You told this, I will go one stage beyond. You told this, I will go one stage beyond. All this argument was unnecessary. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sagishruna amananirmanadena kirtaniya sadagari. It would have happened if they had the humility, if they had the tolerance. Be tolerant than a tree. It is said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says so. So nobody has got any tolerance. So what happened? It went to that level. And in that yajna, first one girl came, Draupadi. Draupadi came. Then this one, Drishtadumna came. So when Drishtadumna came, from that time only they knew very well. He was the only person who was going to kill Dronacharya. Okay. Drishtadumna was trained by Dronacharya. This is the beauty of Acharyas. When Dronacharya was training, who are they? Pandavas, Pancha-Pandavas. At that time, Kauravas also were going for training. And best part, the highlight of the incident is, even Drishtadumna was also going. But Dronacharya did not say, I will not teach you. He taught him very nicely. Okay? How to, all that kala. How to kill the people who are on feet, how to kill the people who are on elephant, how to kill the people who are on the horse, etc., etc. But he taught him so nicely, and that envisaged this boy, Drishtadumna, to arrange the battlefield. Okay. Hare Krishna. So Drishtadumna is always disciple of Dronacharya. So being Guru is always an expert. Guru is always expert. Whatever they do, even they may, like, what do you call that? Guru will not once anybody surrenders. So surrendering. So surrendering is done by anybody, whether their enemy or their friend. Anybody surrendering to acharyas, they will immediately, without a second thought, they will bestow their mercy on them. So Drishtadyumna was trained by Dronacharya only, knowing very well he is only he is the only root cause for Dronacharya's death. Still he taught him. So that is what here Duryodhana is taunting him. You see, you taught him, now he is going to stand against you. Means in the war, he is going to fight with Pandavas, but against you. And he is describing, see how short he is, how, but one, what do you call that, ayudham, one weapon in his hand, all those things he is describing about this person. Who is that? Drishtadyumna. Okay, so Drishtadyumna is always disciple of Dronacharya, being his elderly guru, and Pandavas are also trained by Dronacharya. He should not be lenient in fighting. So Pandavas should not be lenient in the sense, after seeing the guru, this can also happen. Oh, I saw guru, I cannot. No, like that also it cannot happen. Hare Krishna. So did you understand, Mataji's and Prabhuji's?
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Hari Hari Bol. So these all are stories, back-end stories. So now when Duryodhana is going to the tent where Dronacharya is there, going there, he's taunting him in a nice, kind words only. He's saying, see, Guru, you taught him how to fight, and you see the same person is standing against you today. What he will protect you, he will kill you today. Like that he is saying. Who? Duryodhana is telling Dronacharya. Okay, so what are the key points here? Duryodhana is a politician. He tries to convert the situation to his favor. So Dronacharya is alone. Nobody is there. So he is telling, I will get you the, weapon with which Arjuna was fighting. I'll bring that. But you only make this, who is that? Duryodhana. Only make Duryodhana that even Duryodhana does not have to convince his own son, but what he has to do? Drishtadyumna is going to fight against you from the opposite side. And he is praising Dronacharya also, and he is at that same time taunting him also. How he is praising? Oh, Dronacharya, how nicely he has organized. You go and see, because you taught him. See how he is saying. And then again, he is telling, who is this Drishtadyumna, you know? He is the same Drishtadyumna of son of Drupada. Drupada did the yajna. You remember? He got a son who is meant only to kill you. He is the same. So first he is saying, he is acting very diplomatically. Diplomatically means what? People will not be able to understand to which side you belong. People will start getting doubt which side you belong, like that. So he is saying, Duryodhana told Dronacharya that you are that, who's that? Draupada's son. Like that he was taunting. But at the same time, before that, he told, wo sage, that same person who had taken a vow, who has taken a birth in order to kill you. And he is only arranging the army on the Pandava side. He is, there are many categories to become an army leader, army chief. But he will become. Okay, Hare Krishna. So Dhritarashtra distinguishes Pandavas from Kauravas. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. 1 second. What happened? It's not moving. Yes. Now, this is, if you want, you can take a screen share, but it's not for, what do you call? It's not meant for, maybe that quiz and all might come, but not that very important. We will see it very fast and go. So you can take a small screenshot. Screenshot might help you if any question is there in the quiz. Akshayoni. See, Pandavas are having only 7 Akshayonis. There it is 11. Why? Krishna had given all his Akshayonis. So, the Pandavas' army size is very, 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 very big. Kauravas' army size is very, very small. And army commander-in-chief, here we know, Drishtadyumna, there 5 people are there. That much army is there. So big, so large. That is why. Then army size we have seen. Achha, before that, what is there? In one Akshayoni, how many people will be there? So 21,870 chariot will be there, and these many elephants, horses, and the foot soldiers. Like now we are seeing, park people are coming by foot to attack the people on LOC. They are coming by walk, isn't it? They were sending the airplanes, etc. So like that now, that is air-based. Okay. So 7 Akshayoni, and who is the commander-in-chief? Drishtadyumna. Here there are so many people. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Shalya, and Duryodhana. Okay. So many people are there to take care of their army. But the army size is very, 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 very big. In each and every army size, you will see, I think in the next one it will come. Here, Pandava side, who all are there? Yudhishthira, Yudhishthira, Bhima. Okay. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Drishtadyumna, and Ghatotkacha. You know Ghatotkacha? Who is Ghatotkacha?
Son of
Bhima,
Bhima, the tribal
Bhima
woman.
son, correct. So they all are there on the Kauravas army, and there, Pandavas. Sorry, they are in Pandavas army, because Kauravas have more Akshoni. As I told, 7 Akshonis are of only Krishna only. So they have 4 more. So put together, 11 Akshonis they have. And who are all the commander-in-chief. So many people are there. Why? We will see now. Actually speaking, I'll tell. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and Shalya, and Duryodhana. All are chief. Why? Because this, who is that? Duryodhana. In fact, I'll tell you, when the Shank, conch shell was to be blown also, there in Pandava side, they requested Krishna, you only blow this, like that. But Krishna told, obviously, he never does. See, after fighting the war, Krishna gave the Lanka. To whom? Vibhishan. Like that. After Dwaraka, sorry, not Dwaraka, what is it? Mathura. He gave it to Kansa's father. He did not say, take it, Ugrasena, right? So he doesn't want. But what he wants, Krishna wants dharma, religion to be established. But already after Krishna himself went as a Shanti Tuta, also these people did not agree to it. So now the war has to happen. So against Krishna, who has got the, warlord, who has got the strength to fight? Balam balavatam chagam kamaraghavi varjitam. I think 13th verse. 13 or 14. 14, maybe 14th verse. 13 or 14 in 7th chapter. Balam balavatam chakam. I am the strength in the Proverbs. So Krishna is in the form of strength in Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Shalya, and Duryodhana. So Krishna knows when to give them the strength, how much to give them the strength. So all the first doubt itself we saw. Dhritarashtra is telling, and Krishna is there in Pandava's side. Of course, the war is taking place in Kurukshetra, he said. That is a Dharma Kshetra. Another one, he told Supreme Personality of Godhead. You remember that PESG, the second point was there. So they all know very well where Krishna, there only the victory will be. Of course, the Bhagavad Gita ends with that verse only. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaga, Tatrachi Vijyo Bhutir Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Krishna and Arjuna, where they are, victory is going to be there only. So that is why we have to see this. That is, everybody knows Krishna is there is more than sufficient. Anyway, Maharati and all those things. Okay, I will share. I will share one slide now. You will come to know who all are there after this. Okay, there are 60,000 Maharathis are there totally. So here only one. Sorry, one who has got the eligibility to fight against 60,000 warriors. They are known as Maharathi. One who is able to fight with 12 Maharathis are Atirathis. There is one Mahatirathi also, 24. I will show you that right now. Okay, Yudhishthira, Bhima, and Drishyatumna, Ghatotkacha, Satyuki, Yuyutsu. They all are there on this side. Who is Yuyutsu? Everything we will see. That side, Shalya, Somadatta, and Bhruvishrava, and Bhagadatta, Jayadratha, and Kritavarma. Kritavarma is also there. Now you see, and in one Akshayoni, how many people are there? How many, like one charioteer, all three, multiply it will be. Pati means who walks. And then Senamugam 3 times. Pulman 3 times. So they all come in one Akshayoni. So these many people are there. Multiply 11 Akshayonis and 7 Akshayonis. Okay. So now we will see that another one wherein who is who. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You just tell me, I'll stop this screen and I'll go to the other one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No, it's not good. Oh no, one minute. Yes, now you should be able to see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother.
Here you see the last one. Arjuna Bhima Ratha. We'll start from here. In the Mahabharata war, Purujit was there. Who is Purujit? A brother of Kunti. And maternal uncle for Pandavas, obviously, Kunti means, and he fought on the side of Pandavas, but he was finally killed by Drona. And Drishtaketu, he was very powerful king, but he was Shishupal's son. Shishupal is on the other side. That is why Arjuna told, no, that compassion. Everybody's father, mother, all are on the, sorry, mother, not mother, son-in-law, grandchildren, they all are there on each side. So we will be killing each other like that. That was a compassion Arjuna told. He did not want to fight. And also there is another relation, you see, who fought on the side of Pandavas during Kurukshetra war. And his daughter only was married to Nakula as a second wife. And Prativindya, that is he is son of Yudhishthira, Sutasoma, son of Bhima, Shrutakarma, son of Arjuna, and Satanika, son of Nakula, and Shrutasena, and son of Sahadeva. So all these 5 children of Kuku, Draupadi, were all there. They are known as Upa Pandavas. And Satyaki, who is Satyaki? Satyaki is none other than Krishna's brother. And he was also there. But actually, generally, another name for Satyaki is Yuyudhana. And there is Yuyutsu. Who is Yuyutsu? Yuyutsu also is a brother of Kauravas. But why he is not there? Why he is in Pandava's side? Actually, Yuyutsu was born to Dhritarashtra through a maid servant of Gandhari. So, and Duryodhan will never respect him at all. He doesn't respect his own, cousin brothers. How will he respect Yuyutsu? So Yuyutsu was upset, and even their daughter, their sister, Kaurava's sister, she was also very upset when Draupadi was brought to the Raja Darbar. In that stage, she was actually, there are good people also, but only problem, if Dhritarashtra has made this Duryodhan straight, right from childhood, everything would have been. But he was a impious king. He was partial. He did not want that his brother's children should rule the kingdom. That is why. The Sirin is actually some other day we will see. Okay. And that was essential. That's why I put. Who are all there? Arjuna. But they all are Maharathis. Okay, they all are the Maharathis. So who are Maharathis? Maharathis are those who are able to just now fight. That's 60,000 people. And 12 Rathis, Maharathis, Ati Maharathi. Like that, there are. But in Kaurava side, there was only one that we saw in the slide. No, only Arjuna was there. Whereas so many Maharathis were there in Kaurava's side. Okay, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anybody having any doubt? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Next
Krishna,
few
Mataji.
verses we can go very fast. This is like, like Bhumika. Bhumika takes time. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, Mata Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Today only I was got know Drishta who is son of
Sanna? Draupada.
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 He
did
he's
the
also
yajna.
son of father of Draupadi.
Yes. Actually, he did the yajna.
Yeah,
In that
yajna.
yajna, the Janani Mataji told, no, in that yajna, he wanted a son who can kill Dronacharya. See, all goes tit for tat, tit for tat. That is the problem. We don't have the ability. If he says what? He is a Raja. He told he would have come back. Okay, even if not, he told this Pandavas to drag. Arjuna only went. Arjuna went and dragged Draupada and brought. That time again enmity was going on and on and on from both the sides. Yes, Mataji, Asha Mataji.
Mataji, during Mahabharata, what was the population? Because one Akshoini itself is a 1,03,900 something soldiers are there. Right now, we have 140 crore population in India, and we have 12 lakh soldiers, foot soldiers we have. So, what was the population at that time, Mataji?
Mataji, that is why yesterday I told Krishna wanted to remove all of them. The Bhumi was overburdened. I told you, remember? But the earth was overburdened. Earth went to Brahma to ask, I am not able to, especially even if these people are good enough, I would have definitely given them everything. And yesterday or day before, I told another Prithu Maharaj, the story also. You remember? Prithu Maharaj during Vena destroyed the Prithvi like anything. That time also Prithvi went to Prithu Maharaj to take shelter. Please protect me. All these unwanted people are there on me. So whenever this population explodes, Prithvi goes to Devatas. So she went to Devatas to ask. Then all the Devatas went to Krishna to tell that Prithvi is telling that she is overburdened. That is the reason full Yadu dynasty. Krishna also played politics. Yadus were fighting with each other. That there is another story. That Darbai we call it as. We use it for Shraddha, etc. So that was grown like so many pieces. That's a different story I'll tell later. So that Darbai, they pulled it out from that river and Yadus started fighting with each other. Same, belonging to the same family, everything. But Krishna's, what do you call that, Kail Mataji, he wanted that to happen. All the Yadu dynasty, he wanted them to eradicate so that the Prithvi is relieved from her burden. Okay, Mataji. Exactly, I don't know this much was the population. But yes, the story is Prithvi was not even able to bear this overburden. Okay, Mataji.
I think they have most of the soldiers, Mataji, at that time. Right now, we have at least 1/4 of the soldiers right now for the population. And at that time, I think most of them are so interested in.
Everybody came to fight. Mataji, everybody came to fight that time because they all used to go to Gurukul. And in Gurukul, this learning fight, it was a must for everybody. Number two, and here Arjuna also tells, if all these young people die in this war, who will be left to give Shraddha ceremony or protection to the elderly people who are there, right? So elderly people, leaving them, everybody was on the war field, correct? Okay. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you, Mataji, for the
Hare
nice
Bol.
explanation.
Hare
Thank you. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
I hope everyone would have filled in the attendance. Hare Krishna. Please.
No, Mataji, not at.
Yeah, please, Prabhu. Just fill it up. वाञ्छाकल्पतरूपस्य कृपा सिन्धुभयेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय शीला प्रभुपाद की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय नाम निष्ठा प्रभु की जय राधा गोविंद की जय हरे कृष्णा